All right. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday. Welcome to this week's live video on empathic listening. How to listen like a pro and build connection and understanding. Feeling like your kids just won't open up to you? Would you be interested in learning a listening style that provides your kid with the safety they need to open up, fosters trust, and builds connection with them? Give me the next 5 minutes or so, and I will share a tool called empathic listening or empathetic listening. Both terms are used interchangeably, and how it can help you open the lines of communication with your child and rebuild trust and connection. If you would like to see my longer video on empathy and my parenting method called Cubed that gets into how my clients and I focus on connection, use empathy to create bonds and foster trust, all to build happy families, comment #empathy below and I will get you that link right away. If you don't already know, my name is Matt Kenyon and I am a family relationship coach and the owner of Freethought Coaching, where I help parents end the conflict, build happily integrated families, and create intentional boundaries, all through using empathy and connection. My promise is that there is always at least one strategy or piece of advice or tool or tip that you can use immediately after watching my videos. Everything I do is attachment focused and trauma informed. All right, so let's get into it. What is empathetic listening or empathic listening? All right, so Daniel J. Siegel in his book, Parenting from the Inside Out, says that learning to, and I'm quoting here, learning to communicate empathically is a vital part of parenting. Wow, that's pretty profound, right? I mean, you're pointing right at it and saying that is vital. Why is it so vital? Well, let's talk about what does he mean by it? Well, it means basically actively listening to someone else's perspective objectively, without prejudice or judgment, with the focus in your mind being to understand their perspective and gaining as much understanding of them, their experience, and their perspective as possible. In order to better understand others' experiences and put that experience at the center focus of the conversation, not our own point or what we may be trying to communicate. And what this does is it slows us down and allows us to show compassion to our, big word, interlocutor, or the person we're talking with. And it's an effective way to open the doors of communication. I think Daniel A. Hughes and Jonathan Balin are pretty clear in their book, The Neurobiology of Attachment-Focused Therapy, that we have to even go further than just listening, right? So it opens the doors of communication. But now how do we utilize that? Well, what we do is we do more than just experience those child's emotions that Hughes and Balin go on. And they talk about how we must express our experience of those emotions, whatever that emotion is, whether it's rage, fear, sadness, whatever it is. This allows the child to feel understood. It builds connection and it builds trust, it builds understanding. It ultimately really, really deepens that connection. When we express our empathy and understanding for the child's feelings, we can do this verbally, oh, wow, that really sounds like it was tough. We can do it non-verbally. I see you're frustrated. You see how my face kind of went into a frustrated? I'm mirroring back to the child what they were doing, right? I mean, you're likely aware of your child's emotions just by looking at their face because, well, they're your child. And even if you are a foster parent who has a temporary child, quickly you learn how to read a child's face, right? So watch for their nonverbal communication and reflect that back. Daniel J. Siegel, again in his book, Parenting from the Inside Out, says that what we need here is a give and take, quoting, quote, give and take of signals. So we want to make sure that we're sending those signals back and forth with the child and letting them lead the way. Daniel Siegel again goes on to say that this is when the child begins to, what he calls, quote, feel felt. What does that mean? Well, that means that the child feels like their feelings, their experience was felt by someone else. Now think about how profound that is, right? To know that someone else felt your experience, didn't just hear you out, but felt that experience. And then Balin and Hughes go on to talk about how this is when the child no longer feels alone in that experience because someone is sharing it with them. Wow. Isn't that what we want to do for our kids, right? Kind of all sums it all up in feeling felt. All right. So I'm going to leave the end of our talk here today with a quote. Here it is. I've got it. It's on page 141 from The Neurobiology of Attachment Focused Therapy by Jonathan Balin and Daniel A. Hughes. And here's what they say. It is no wonder that there is probably more evidence for the effectiveness of empathy as a therapeutic intervention and experience than any other intervention that has ever been discovered or developed. Wow. More evidence for the effectiveness than any other intervention that has ever been thought of or developed. That's a lot. That's huge. This is why this week I'm really, really hammering home empathy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be empathetic on purpose. Be that one piece of empathy that someone needs in their day. And happy parenting. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate the love and support. Leave a comment down below with what in this video resonated with you. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hit that bell icon so you can get notified when I put out a new video. It really helps get these videos out to other parents like yourselves who need them. If you would like to join my Facebook community, Connected Parenting, where I have tons of other resources and a group of parents who are dealing with the same issues you are, the link is in the description. Have a great day. Be intentional about your parenting and attempt to be the parent your kid needs today. And as always, happy parenting.